Hello and welcome to another video from oorail. In this video we're going to take a look at a couple of different tender drive tenders from Hornby and try to show you how to take these apart. Now if you look real closely here at the tender, there's actually a small lip right here, and you basically just stick your finger under it and pry it apart slightly and it comes straight off. No need to use a screwdriver. In fact, if you use a screwdriver, you're more than likely going to mess up the plastic. Now this particular tender is off a City of London, and it's actually been needs to be maintained. It's got a bit of a problem, so I'm going to go ahead and once you get the plastic body shell off, next thing you're going to do is remove these weights. And they lift up pretty easily. It's probably a good idea just to leave the screw in the weight so you don't lose it. And they lift out pretty easily. And we set those to a side. Okay, so the next thing we need to do is to remove the motor itself. And to do that, we're going to go and remove the wire here. And as you can see, this particular type drops out from the bottom. You can see just here and here. You just need to be careful when you take those out. So the next thing you do is try to find the clip. It's not always that easy to do. There you go, just a small force and it drops out through the bottom. You can see that basically the clip is held in right there on that piece. So when that goes down in on it over the top, it's held in right there on that side. As you can see, when we pop those out, the wheels from the center also came out. I'll put those back on, like so. Okay, so that's the first type where it comes out from the bottom. I'm going to set that aside for now. It's actually one I have to work on. And this should be the same. This one comes out the bottom as well. And you can see it's a little clearer on this one that the lip is right there. So it's the exact same tender. It's actually out of a Princess Elizabeth. Since this one works okay, I'm not going to dismantle it. But we just thought we'd show you a couple of different tenders and the examples. Set that one aside. Okay, so this is the other type of tender I wanted to show you. It's actually a slightly newer model, but the principle is basically the same. So, same deal, pry it off on the side and take it off there. You can see that unlike the other two earlier versions, this newer motor, while it looks somewhat similar, it actually has the weight built into the motor casing itself. And this is out of an A4 mallard from the 90s. And to get this one out, it's slightly different. If you look down here, you'll see there's actually a lip inside there for the casing for the motor. So what you're more than likely going to have to do is remove each of the drive wheels here. So put the screwdriver in and pry them off, and that makes it a little easier to push that in and push that in and pop it out. I don't think you have to remove the wheels. I think if you get the screwdriver in there and push it forward, and likewise there's a clip in here, push that forward and then put your fingers here and pop the thing out, and out it will come. However, since this one works and it's pretty much almost brand new, I'm not going to take it apart, just because usually when I take things apart they don't always go back together quite as smoothly. So I'm going to leave this alone, but I just thought I'd show you the other type. So we'll go back to the tender drive motor here. Now if you watch our APT video, you'll see that pretty much the motor here is pretty much the same deal to repair it. You're going to remove this here, remove the wheels and the gearing and so on, and then this one looks like it needs some new brushes as well, and possibly even a new commutator. So but basically it's pretty straightforward to take it apart. So I'm going to take this apart here probably sometime in the next week or two, and I'll do a specific tender motor maintenance video for that as well. But pretty much it's the same deal as the APT video, which you can find on the browse video options on our channel. But there you have it. So I know a couple of people were asking on the forums how to remove that tender. So once again, it's pretty straightforward. You remove the two weights, and then there's a clip right there, and you just push it down basically to force out the clip. Now if it's relatively new, you may have to kind of force it down this direction so it becomes clear of the clip. Trick with it is not to apply too much pressure, or you end up smashing this. But as you saw there, this one's been taken apart a few times, but it's pretty straightforward. Just put your finger through it and off it comes. And of course these motor casings are pretty standard from the 70s and 80s and 90s, so even if you have to replace it, they're pretty common even still today on eBay. So I hope you found the video useful, and until next time,